So whenever it comes to Hyliion stock, we've seen many things that have proved to be very essential to their business. We've seen their CEO do amazing things. We've seen some deals come through. We've seen some technology that can really change the way that the trucking industry functions. And I feel like there's a lot of things that people notice, but I feel like there's a couple things that go unnoticed about Hyliion, and there's some prospects that they have that no one even really talks about. In today's video, I'm going to be going over something that was brought to my attention by a subscriber of mine. He basically was just telling me about one of the members of their board, one of the members of their management team, and that's going to be Andy Card. We're going to talk about some things because honestly, I haven't really heard many people talk about this, and it's like, wow, like whenever you really start to dig, like do your research about it, you're like, man, that's so good for Hyliion. And I think that everything should be covered, especially on this channel. I'm trying to cover all the bases from the fundamentals to the management to the business plan to the financials. I'd really like to talk about everything here. I know you guys like to stay updated. I know you like to stay in the loop, so I'm going to make sure that I can continue to update you guys about all the research and the things that I find and everything that people let me know as well. If you do enjoy these videos, if you do love this Hyliion content or any of my content in general, you can let me know by smashing that like button. If you are new to the channel, we're less than 50 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. So smash that subscribe button. Let me know what subscriber number you are down below. And if you do enjoy my content, but you would like to see something else, or if you'd like to see me post about something, maybe even of a different subject, let me know down in the comment section below. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into the video. Now, I was unfamiliar with Andy Card. I knew what their management team consisted of, and I had heard the name a few times, but I really never understood like what he did or what his past experience was that kind of got him the position that he's in. But whenever you do your research, and what was actually brought to me by a subscriber was that Andy Card is actually the former Secretary of Transportation under President Bush. Not only that though, he was even later the Chief of Staff under President Bush as well. And so that immediately makes me go, holy crap, like that's not just like little business right there. That's like a whole entire country that's under you. So, maybe whenever he filled out his resume, he probably didn't even have enough space for the management, experience part. But no, all jokes aside, like that's a lot of experience, especially, there's a lot of people you have to handle. When you're the chief of staff or when you're the secretary of a whole branch, you have a lot of people under you in which you have to talk to. You have the people under you, your managers, your secretaries who come to you about things. And it's like, that's a full-blown job, obviously. And he has experience not only managing that many amount of people and giving his advice on certain things, but he has that knowledge and that experience in the transportation business, which is the same industry in this way that Hyliion is operating under. He has experience, in the transportation area. Hyliion is worried about trucking and improving the trucking industry. And I feel like that even with that alone, I could just end it there and be like, that automatically that speaks for itself. That speaks of how well that addition to the management team is. But it says something to me also. It goes to show you that they're actively trying to get the best people that they can on their team. And you see a lot of these startups come around, and you see a lot of these startups and these companies doing their mergers and having their IPOs that, it seems like it's a group of pretty good people with an idea. But this is very close to reality. Just like Jim Cramer said, this is very close to reality. This is like, okay, we have a good idea. We can really revolutionize the trucking industry. We're bringing former chiefs of staff, former secretaries of transportation onto our business. Our CEO is world-renowned. People are really starting to love this guy. They love his confidence, and they really believe that he is that next guy. He is one of the next it people of of society. And it's just like, wow, and then you see the stock dipping, and you're like, oh, dude, I'll take as much of this as I can possibly get because this company has what it takes. They genuinely have what it takes. So let's go ahead, let's do a little bit more digging, and let's see what exactly Andy Card has said about the company, what got him in the company, and what things he feels like he can do for the company. Whenever it comes to Thomas Hyliion, Andy Card said that he was struck by the young guy. He said that Hyliion was confident, but he wasn't arrogant. He was ethical. He had that persona and that aura around him that he was that guy. And I feel like that kind of can, it really goes in hand with things that other people have said about Thomas Hyliion. Because whenever you look back at it and you look at some of these new companies that come around, a lot of the ones, like even whenever you think of Tesla in a way, a lot of people are saying, yeah, I love Tesla. I think their technology is amazing, but I'm really investing a lot of this into Elon Musk. I have faith in Elon Musk. I feel like he is that person who can do amazing things with whatever is given to him. And some people are really starting to get that about Thomas Hyliion. Now, he hasn't done the same things in the same level that Elon Musk has yet. But it's just this aura around him that people speak of when they speak of people like Elon. And that makes me as an investor obviously excited because I'm like, okay, maybe I'm putting my money in the right place. But whenever you think about it in a broad sense, like This is not a person who's just new to the game. This isn't somebody who's just, just come around into the EV market or the trucking market or anything like that, and he just sees Thomas Hyliion, like, oh, he seems cool. Now, this is a person who has dealt with the president. This is a person who has been around the block, especially in the transportation area. And I can't even fathom the thought that, man, like, that's big. That's big news. And the fact that he even thinks of Thomas Hyliion like, man, that guy has it. Whatever the it factor is, he has it. That goes to show, and to me, that kind of proves it. Like, man, Thomas Hyliion deserves the credit that he has been getting. Now, let's not forget, though, Andy Card is a busy man. He didn't have to take this position. He has a plate full of things. But the fact that he was deciding, okay, let's go ahead and I want to take on this role because I have faith in Thomas and I have faith in this technology and I believe that it can change the world. Because if we go ahead and we look at it, Andy Card is the CEO of the George and Barbara Bush Foundation, volunteer chairman of the National Endowment for Democracy, and a director of Union Pacific Railroad. Like, I don't know if you guys understand or not. One of those positions could take up all of someone's time. Like, that is a lot of responsibility. But the fact that he still was like, no, like, Hyliion has it, Thomas Hyliion has it, and I want in, and I feel like I can do my part in helping them. That's just absolutely insane. Because Andy has gone out there and said he does not believe himself to be a lobbyist or a politician. He even says that politicians usually aren't as smart as they claim to be. But what he says is he feels like he is an educator, and he feels like what his role is to help educate, not only politicians, but the general public on what the future needs, what can actually benefit the future. And not many people know what can benefit the future when it comes to transportation is the former Secretary of Transportation for the United States. Like, he has seen it all at this point. He has seen what it takes. He has seen what companies have made it and what companies haven't, what companies have made direct impacts on the transportation market itself. And he has come in contact with many of the people who have had success in this industry. And the fact that he is bringing all of that knowledge and all of that experience over to Hyliion and is willing to give all of that advice and drop all the knowledge bombs and, help Hyliion get to the position that they believe that they can is absolutely amazing. Because you think about the things that he can do, the guidance that he can offer to Thomas Hyliion, the guidance he can offer to the company itself on what should they do and what should they not do. Because I know there's some things that have happened in the past in the transportation sector that he has seen completely go horrific, like just completely horrific. And I feel like he can use the experience of the things he has seen and guide them on what not to do. And he's also seen the good things. He has seen companies maybe like Ford or General Motors or anyone in the transportation industry, just the way they advertise certain things, or maybe other trucking industries that do, trucking companies, that deal with Class 8 trucks and what things they have done to directly impact the entire industry. And I feel like, he can use all that knowledge to grow this company like to the sky, because not many people are going to have seen as much as he has when it comes to transportation. I can't think of anyone who's going to just be in such a higher up position than him that they've seen way more than he has being in the position that he used to be in. So I'm very excited to see, maybe in the future, what things that Thomas Hyliion talks about that Andy has helped him on, what direction he's pointed them in that's come successful. Maybe if there are any failures, who knows? But I'm definitely excited about this. This reinforces my belief in Hyliion. We all know that their management team is like something that everyone's like, man, their management is amazing. Their board, their CEO is just absolutely phenomenal. And that gives them a lot of potential and a lot of prospects for their business. So it will be very, very interesting to continue to watch that and see, okay, exactly what direction does he point them in and how far can they really take this thing? Because if they keep bringing on people with his level of experience, knowledge, and just general intuition about this whole industry, I don't see anything stopping them. And I think that they can dominate the industry that they're targeting. If you guys did enjoy that video, definitely let me know by smashing that like button. I absolutely love putting videos like this together because I just love talking about it. I don't really have many people around me who know what Hyliion is or, like what investing is like that. So being able to come on here and just give my thoughts about things, be able to, interact with you guys. You give me your opinions. I give you my opinions. We kind of have a little, dialogue. The whole topic of this video came from the comment section. It's just absolutely amazing. Again, we are getting super close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could smash that subscribe button, if you stuck around this long, thank you very, very much. I appreciate those of you who watch out these whole things. It helps me out a lot, and I absolutely love the support that you guys show, and I'm trying to give it back as much as I possibly can. With all that being said, though, I'm once again posting 4 or 5 times a week, so you can expect to see me a couple more times this week. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.